Whoa, Nelly, what's going on, everybody? Thanks again for joining me on Funboxing with Bob. Clearly, I'm Bob. There's one guy in the title, and there's one guy standing right here. Today, we're talking about Croc Master. Now, this isn't a 25th anniversary, it's a 30th anniversary G.I. Joe figure, which is pretty much the exact same thing, but the artwork on a box isn't as cool, and it's a couple of bucks cheaper on Amazon. We're talking about Croc Master, who I guess you can say will give Funboxing a reptile dysfunction. Bada bing, we're telling jokes. Croc Master, this dude was making wearing Crocs uncool before wearing Crocs was uncool. He's a wacky character from 1987, so I'm excited to talk about him as much as I am to get this bad boy open. So let's crack him open. I'll see you in about 2 seconds after I cut this video. Later, Gators. And that kind of sounds like reptile dysfunction, but it's like a play on words. Oh man. Oh, we're back. Okay, fun boxing. Oh, hey, you got a view of the new Cobra battle debunker here that replaced the 83 hindquarters on a little story I'm working on right now. But let's get Croc Master back in the mix. As I mentioned, this is a 30th anniversary instead of the usual 25th anniversary Joe figure that I like to do. The 20 hey now, kids. 30th anniversary figures are cool because when you purchase 14,000 accessories, they give you a free action figure. We'll take a look at the figure in the box art as well. Just a cool drawing here, nothing too crazy. These packages are a hair smaller than the 25th anniversary figure, but the bubbles are huge because the accessories are plenty. You got an own army. I think he's even got a snake in there. I don't know why, but he does. Hey, I'm not going to argue, okay? And you could also, this is probably old, watch the Hub TV network. I wonder if they're still around. Somebody tell me in the comments if the Hub is still around. Well, all the hubbub is about Croc Master right now as we flip them open. I flip them around. And I'm going to read his file card to you. And then we will learn together. Okie dokie. Croc Master. Primary weapon, crocodile, and training whip. Okay, then. Combat gear, oxygen tank. If you've ever been hit over the head with an oxygen tank, let me tell you, you ain't sitting pretty. Pistol, shotgun. They got a lot more vague with these. Chain leash, king cobra snakes, snake cage, snake net. Okay, well, as we determine his net worth, we'll open him up. Access to certain areas of Cobra Island are blocked by interconnecting canals. I didn't know that. Which are stocked with hungry crocodiles conditioned to be especially hostile and fast. The man responsible for these ultra-aggressive reptiles is Croc Master. This former alligator wrestler and burglar alarm salesman founded Guard Gators, Inc. to commercialize the use of alligators for home security. Okie dokie. 1987, was this the same year as the Brain on Drugs with the cracked egg commercial? Good God. Let me say this before I goof on Croc Master. I love this character and this figure. I hear a lot of Joe fans and a lot of reviews and whatnot. They always say, I only love 2 to 85, and 86 is where it got goofy, and I only love 82 and some of 86. Well, I love 82 to 87 and a half, because 87 is one of those years where things were starting to get wacky and sci-fi, but I don't know, there was still a thread of coolness there. Maybe I'm biased because I was born in 80, so the years line up perfectly. G.I. Joe is the code name. You know that. It's in the theme song, right? Okay. Let's take a look at Croc Master. And let's skin this gator. Sweet Holy Mary, Mother of Pearl. There was a lot going on with this figure. Aside the obvious resemblance to Bane in the 2012 Dark Knight, of course, the design for this figure came first. We have a crocodile vest, Cobra emblem, the red bane eyes in the oxygen tank that's plugged into, oh, there it is. Okay, well, that answers that question. This unbelievably cool snake reptile. Come on. Come on. Very cool reptile eye belt buckle. Kind of reminds me of in the '84, The Return of Godzilla, when you see his eye early on, and he opens his eye up and he sticks his head out of the ocean. Oh, we got some reptile boots, very Jake the Snake Roberts-esque, except these clearly have the alligator bumps, and there's a knife in there, non-removable, not complaining, a laser rifle of sorts. Not sure exactly what this thing does. If it's a tranquilizer, I'm going to look on the back and see what the purpose of this weapon is, and I love this. He comes with a removable pistol, and I'm glad he does, because if there's one thing Croc Master is known for, it's his pistol. Okay, I'll turn him around just a little bit, give you a little glance of the oxygen tank going on. Reminds me of a Blowtorch, who has a similar gadget. This, I think this stays on. I'm going to leave that alone. I just knocked over something, but no, don't worry about it. So, I mean, the dude, they put muscles on him, thankfully. In my playtime, I remember him and Road Pig, the Dreadnought, were the best opponents for Sergeant Slaughter. It was just a big battle and muscle slamming back and forth. And they do have my favorite, the two-pronged foot peg, the 2-foot peg stand for Croc Master. Let's take a look at his accessories, because these accessories are absolutely bananas. I realize I just said let's take a look at his accessories after looking at 2 of him, and I just lost count of how many of these come with. This is a weird, cool little snake box. I don't know how well you can see it, but they put like a tiny little Cobra, and like a mini snake cage of some sort. They went above and beyond for Croc Master. I think everyone just had, there it is, just had way too much fun with this guy. He has a net for catching whatever it is he catches, and you see there's 2 handles on each of this net. You can tighten it up or loosen it up. It's not like a pouch, can't put anything in it, but you can definitely trap some Joes. This is one of those cool figures, and this next accessory is a great example of how you can use these accessories for a lot of other figures in addition to ones that are specific to Croc Master. And this Cobra can just work with any G.I. Joe story right here. I never knew anything about Croc Master handling snakes. I don't know if that's new, if that was always... I remember the original Croc Master in '87 came with a crocodile and a chain and a whip, but I don't remember snakes being too involved. But it's just a cool, like a soft plastic thing he bends. That would be great to have by Cobra Commander or Serpentor's side on the throne, rather than Croc Master himself doing what he does. But this is the, speaking of whips, and we're going to get this in his hand. I'm not going to do a whip it good thing, because it's a little too obvious. But look at that, look at that. Oh, look at him go. You adopted the darkness. I was merely born in it. Okay, enough of that, enough of that. And I don't know how well crocodiles respond to whip. You know you can't train reptiles, right? Does everyone? This is a very cool upgrade from the one-piece plastic crocodile he came with in '87. I think the mouth opens. Let's see something here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. How cool is that? How cool is that? I don't have anything to review, and it's just a menacing, terrifying-looking animal. It just doesn't care who or what you are. If you're the one who trains it, feeds it, loves it, if you are meat, you are in its way. It's got a chain here for the side for any cobras who want to make a few extra dollars in the alligator walking business. It's their version of Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York has a lot of dog walkers. If anyone didn't get that, sorry, I got a little local geographic on you. I'm in Queens, New York. God help me. This figure, little personal story about this figure. I was probably coming up for my 7th birthday. I saw him. I thought he was cool. I wanted him, and I was a well-behaved kid when I was 5 and 6, you know, and throughout my childhood I was very quiet, and I never did the tantrum, yell in the store to get what you want thing, except once at KB Toy Store in the Jefferson Valley Mall in Upper Westchester, New York. I don't think I yelled and screamed and made a lot of noise, but I think I really didn't want to leave. I was kind of like seeing how far I could test this, because I'd seen it work for years with other kids, and I didn't dare do it because I didn't want to get in trouble. I knew you just weren't supposed to do that, but at the same time, you know, you're the kid, eventually you're going to act like one. And I did, and you know, my mom thankfully stood her ground and didn't get me Croc Master until about a month later, which would be February of '87, where it was a birthday gift. She just remembered, obviously, and got me the damn thing. And I remember, Ian, I had guilt, like I didn't deserve him. You know, I always had a little trouble playing with him and enjoying him. And I mean, eventually, the coolness of Sergeant Slaughter fighting a crocodile man does win over. But I remember not being able to fully enjoy it and appreciate it for the couple of years I was, you know, still playing with him. This one I paid for myself with my own money, and I have no guilt, and I don't care. So he's mine. I should probably let that go. I took it harder than she did, but that's okay. So I'm very happy to have a guilt-free Croc Master that I can enjoy all the silliness and the whimsy of this crazy '87 character. I mean, it's not like he thinks he's a bird, okay? Let's just grow up. Croc Master again. Let's find out what this laser rifle is before I get out of here. I gotta do laundry. Why am I telling you that? Who knows? Just shotgun. Okay, well, shotgun it is. Well, that was very anticlimactic. Just Croc Master, known for his famous shotgun and pistol and some other stuff. Thank you again for joining me on Funboxing and opening up this 30th anniversary guy with me. Cool character from '87, and you don't see too many '87, '86, '88 characters remade in this modern era format. So when I do get a chance to find one, I think it's very cool because we don't really have like a Tunnel Rat or a Law and Order or a Jinx, you know. And I think Falcon's in a 2-pack with Nemesis Enforcer, and I'm just not ready to do that yet. So very cool that we get a Croc Master because he is very inconsistent with the rest of the line. So I feel fortunate, and they gave me a little bit of redemption here. So thank you very much once again for watching. Never give up and stay till the fight's won. Yo, Joe.